It's 8 o'clock, and you're watching Good Day OK.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Good Day OK for that 8 o'clock hour. I'm Adam King.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. A lot happened over the weekend, especially for football.
Yeah, wrap your head around it. There was a whole lot of games, a whole lot of ball being played.
Yeah.
Some good ones, maybe some not so good ones.
We won't talk about our bad ones.
Hey, it'll work out. It'll all work out in the end, man.
All right.
Let's get to Danielle. This is a good one for you, too.
You know, yeah. It's good. We won't talk about that. Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. We are looking at a nice, cool start to the day here across Oklahoma. 63 here in OKC right now, 66 in Stillwater, 71 in Ponca City, that warm spot, 62 in Elk City right now. Your day ahead looks like this. Nice mild morning, pretty pleasant. And then into the afternoon, we'll be back in the upper 80s by lunch. Mid-90s through highs today. It's going to be a hot one, and humidity does start to increase a bit this afternoon. Temperature is 93 here in Oklahoma City is that high, 95 in Enid, 93 in Watonga, Clinton, 94 in Woodward, 85 supposed to be the average high for this time of year. Dew points right now really not too bad. Again, it's a pleasant morning. We have some 60s though inching their way across parts of southern and eastern Oklahoma. Dew points do increase across the state throughout the day today, becoming a bit more humid and then kind of gross for your Tuesday and Wednesday and humid for the rest of your week. Here's a look at Tropical Storm Nicholas. Yeah, we're watching the Gulf again as we have a storm system will impact the coast of Texas and could clip us with a few isolated showers and storms this week as well. But really, your next big weather maker for us going to be cold front. I'll have all the latest details on it coming up in just a bit.
Pipe Esther, clear traffic update. We have a lot going on across the map, a lot of slowdowns all across the map. And this is what usually happens when we hit the 8 o'clock hour. So let's talk about that across the map. I-35 is definitely the worst. When you're going from all the way from Moore all the way to the Dallas Junction, you're going to see slowdowns. Average speed about 35 miles per hour. An extra 8 minutes to your drive as you're going through this area. Of course, you can always take Eastern Avenue. And then if we take a look at I-44, also slower, but not too bad, 56 miles per hour. You can always take Portland Avenue. I-40 eastbound, 44 miles per hour is the average speed, extra 4 minutes to your drive. And going down the Dallas Junction is probably the second worst, 39 miles per hour is the average speed. You know, that really big construction area along Broadway Extension and I-44 is always a big slowdown. It's going to take you an extra 4 minutes to get through this area. Let's take a look outside right now to Pipe Esther Clear Traffic Tracker. We are in that blockage right there on I-35. It's I-35 northbound near Northeast 12th. Slow going right here. So this is what you're going to see if you're going through this area, so keep that in mind. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
All right, happening today, we got death row inmate Julius Jones facing the second phase of his commutation hearing. Recently, District Attorney David Prater tried to take 2 pardon and parole board members off of the hearing, but that move was denied.
Fox 25 Sade Gray is live outside of Tabernacle Baptist Church, where Julius Jones supporters are meeting before the hearing. Sade, you can just hear the energy behind you. Have you been able to speak to anyone?
Yeah, good morning to you, Adam and Jasmine. You can hear that music flowing, very inspirational music. And we're actually joined by CeCe Jones, who's the campaign director for Justice for Jones. And talking to you just beforehand, you said that this movement is faith-based. And I mean, you can obviously hear that right now.
Absolutely. You know, that's my testimony today, that if it had not been for God, we never would have made it. We're here because we believe that justice has not been served in this situation. We're here because we believe that God still has a plan and God still has a future and a hope for the Jones family. And we're just here to be a part of that and to participate with what I believe God is doing. And so we're grateful.
Now, all morning we've been talking about District Attorney David Prater. On Friday, he tried to remove Adam Luck and Kelly Doyle. That was denied. And then recently he's trying to take another board member, Scott Williams, off for biased reasons. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, you know, I just think it's sad. You know, we reached out to Mr. Prater years ago to try to get an understanding, and I don't know why he is so personally attached to Julius Jones. I don't know why it appears that he is so bloodthirsty. I don't understand it. I don't know why. But all we can do is our part. all we can do is keep going, and that's what we're going to do.
And we know that supporters have come all over from around the country. Even yourself, you said that you're from Virginia, and the person driving this truck you said was from North Dakota. That's mind-boggling.
Yeah, it is. You know, what we have seen here is really people, ordinary people coming together to form a human chain. And it's been an amazing experience to be a witness to the goodness of people. You know, when we see something wrong, we don't have to be lawyers. We don't have to be a defense attorney. We don't have to be a prosecutor. We can just be normal human beings. And when you see something that's wrong, you come together to make it right. And this situation has really been a testament to that.
Now, you mentioned that you didn't really understand why DA Prater why he's really gunning for Jones, but we know that he said in the past that he wants to bring justice for the Howell family back in 1999. What's your response to that?
Yeah, you know, listen, this campaign has never been, the motive or the intention of this campaign has never been to harm Mr. Howell's family. We recognize so much that these are folks who have suffered in ways that I personally cannot imagine. And I absolutely have hated that they have been through and have had to be triggered and see all of this. And unfortunately, unfortunately, as human beings, we can't make it all right. We can only do a little bit to make something right. And I'm so sorry for them. And we have always wanted justice for them as well. And we want justice in the form of the person being held accountable who has confessed to the crime over and over again. We don't want an innocent man to die behind something that he didn't do.
What are your plans for today? Obviously, you're going to listen to the hearing at Evangelistic Baptist Church. What are your plans if it moves forward or if they deny it?
Our plan is just to keep moving. It's just to keep going. You know, we don't know what's coming. We don't know what the end of the day is going to bring. We don't know what tomorrow's going to look like. We're just committed to taking the next step. And so whatever the outcome is today, we are just committed to taking that next step and believing that God is going to lead us.
Thank you so much, Cece, for joining us. We know you got to get ready for this rally because that starts in about 10 minutes from now, but thank you so much for joining us. That rally will be starting around 8:15. They will be escorted by the Oklahoma City Police Department, which they'll be walking along the street on Martin Luther King Avenue, which is probably about a block from here. They'll be walking across the Pardon and Parole Board. We'll be inside. That starts at 9 o'clock. We'll bring you the latest and keep you updated. Back to you.
Sade, thank you. Firefighters and law enforcement officers across Oklahoma honoring the victims of 9/11 by climbing the bleachers of the Moses F. Miller Stadium. First responders climbed 110 flights of stairs, signifying the 110 floors of the World Trade Center Twin Towers. Hanging on their necks were the photos and names of one of the 343 firefighters and 60 law enforcement officers who were killed during the attack. 4 Oklahomans died when the World Trade Center fell in Bixby. A twisted steel beam pulled from the rubble serves as another reminder of all that have lost their lives. A crowd gathered around the memorial this weekend to pay their respects, including a Muskogee veteran who served as a military firefighter. He says he feels a brotherhood to all of the first responders that day.
Sad day in America at that time. But overall, the United States of America, we are one nation, and we did what we had to go to defend all the ones that had died in 9/11.
Certainly a time we will never forget. The memorial is still a work in progress. Crews expect to finish a new flagpole and extended walkway sometime in November.
Oklahoma City Public Schools hosting open houses for high schools and middle schools this week. District high schools will be open today from 5:30 to 7. Middle schools will be open tomorrow from 5:30 to 7. Masks will be required for everyone. OKCPS also offering another chance for students and staff to get their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine this week. It'll be Thursday at Southeast High School from noon to 3. You can also get the vaccine at Southeast Middle School and Wheeler Middle School on Thursday from 1 to 4.
After taking a year off because of COVID, the Oklahoma State Fair returns to the OKC Fairgrounds this week, bringing tons of rides, music, exhibits, and of course, fair food. Gates open Thursday at 10 a.m. You'll have until the 26th to get out and enjoy all the fun. Another option for you too, they're offering free COVID and flu vaccines starting Thursday. You can visit Passport Health in the Bennett Event Center to get your free shot. If you get a vaccine, you can either get a return state fair ticket or state fair coupon book. We have more details on how to sign up for an appointment time on our website, okcfox.com.
Gas prices falling here in the metro. According to Gas Buddy, prices in Oklahoma City have decreased by 2.5 cents in the past week, averaging $2.78 per gallon today. That's less than 1 cent lower than a month ago and 90 cents more than a year ago. The national average stands at $3.15.
Now your Fox 25 Storm Watch forecast from the Muppin Roofing Weather Center.
Well, good morning, everyone. Hot and humid again today. Humid conditions returning back to Oklahoma with winds coming in from the south about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Lunchtime temperatures upper 80s, mid 90s for highs today. We are well above average for this time of year today and over the next couple of days as well. A little bit cooler for your Tuesday and Wednesday, upper 80s. That's going to be as a cold front makes its way into the state, brings us a chance for some scattered showers and storms. Rain chances best Tuesday night into Wednesday. Greatest shot coming north of I-40 and into parts of southeastern Oklahoma. Rain totals, though, not too impressive. We need a lot of rain. We haven't seen much so far for the month of September, and we'll only pick up about a trace to about 3/10 of an inch in many areas. Best rain total accumulation will likely be in northern Oklahoma. I'll time out the storm system hour by hour and your full 7-day forecast coming up in 10 minutes.
Bypass Dirt Clear traffic update. Good morning, folks. Minute by minute, things are looking a little bit better, but still pretty slow. Let's take a look at I-35, which is one of the main arteries here in OKC. Still from Purcell to Norman, not looking bad at all, 76 miles per hour. From Norman to I-240, a little bit faster, 55 miles per hour is the average speed. In some spots 65 miles per hour, and we have a little bit more of a slowdown right here north of that area from I-240 to Dallas Junction. That's just all that slowdown finally making its way up to the Dallas Junction. Average speed 34 miles per hour, and a little bit of red right there, 14 miles per hour is the average speed. It's an extra 4 minutes to your drive right there. You can always take Lincoln or I-44 to get around this backup right here. Let's take a look outside right now at a Pike Pass Dirt Clear traffic tracker. Right now we're near I-240 and Sooner Road. No issues right here. Now wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
Coming up here, a New York hospital forced to stop baby deliveries due to staffing shortages.
Why more and more hospital workers are quitting.